in London for The Hobbit, the finale, the epic finale of this trilogy, the Battle of the Five Armies. And hello, it's good to see you again, sir.
How are you?
I'm well. How this battle and the role that you get to play in is just amazing. How physical was this for you?
It's as physical as it looks. I mean, it was full on. It was actually the scene in the beginning of this third movie is the first scene that I shot ever in the film, which is quite weird. It was like 3.5 years ago I shot that scene. So,
really?
Yeah. It was my first day, and I remember them putting me in cables, and I was wired to the ceiling, and then they'd reduce the rooftops to the ground so that I could jump over them, and flames, and you know, it was full on. I was shredded by the end of that week. My knuckles were just, I had no skin left on my knuckles from. It was a disaster, but it looks fantastic, and you don't see any of the blood, so that's fine.
It looks amazing, and obviously we know from the Desolation of Smaug that the dragon has been awakened, and so the way that we start this one off is pretty intense and fiery.
Yeah, I described it earlier. It was like you're not getting on the train as it's leaving the train station. You're getting on it halfway through its journey, and it's at full pelt, and they drop you on it. It feels, you know, you're at the pace is at 100% at the beginning of the film, because you're hitting it just as that dragon leaves the mountain, and you know exactly where he's going. It doesn't really let you settle down into your seat for very long.
I was asking Martin if there was if it was emotional being able to wrap this up. Has it been tough for you? Is it a sad farewell? Or
it's a little sad. It's bittersweet, isn't it? Those moments, because you feel very proud of what you've achieved and what I was part of, but I also feel very much like this is a big chapter of all our lives. You know, it took quite a long time to make, and obviously we've been talking about every movie for the last 3 years. Every Christmas, we see each other, and we all hang out and give each other hugs and have a good few nights out, and you know, watch the world receive the film, and you know, and this is the final time we'll do that. So it's probably the final time I'll see a lot of these people for a long time, you know. So yeah, it's sad, but it's also I'm really happy with this film. I like everything about it. I think it's a perfect finale for such a huge story. I think Peter's done a wonderful job, and I think everybody's going to love it.
It's absolutely epic. Are you able to pick a favorite out of the three?
This one. Yeah.
I think I agree with you on that. Yeah. I mean, this one is so visually stunning in so many ways.
It is. I mean, and also by this point, you've seen all the characters, you know, so you've chosen your favorites, or you're following a journey of one of the characters, or you like certain ones, you don't like certain ones, but they're all up and running, you know, and so every character in the film has their moment where you see closure from each of them, and whether they're connected to each other in certain storylines. But you know, it's an amazing thing, because it's such a humongous ensemble of characters.
Yeah.
You know? So to see them all have their moment in such a sort of amazing finale like this is a lovely thing.
I think also with the characters too is that you mentioned you know the characters. I would say that at least you think you know the characters, because I think each character in this faces a different poignant moment as things are wrapping up.
Very much so.
We see some new aspects, don't we?
You do. You absolutely do. Yeah. You think you know somebody very well, and then all of a sudden, you know, they start thinking differently and speaking differently or saying something, and you think, wow, you know. For my character, Bard, I think you see a man who, you know, he's been put into a position of leadership, and to be, you know, people are looking at him, looking to him for answers, and he's just a lowly bargeman, you know, and he does something almost superhuman, you know, but it's not superhuman. It's just an everyman rising a little above everybody else and doing something that he couldn't believe he could do himself. And I think that's quite an admirable quality when you see people, you know, in our everyday lives who do things completely self-sacrificing themselves for something else, and you just think, I just admire it so much. And Bard sort of shows those qualities, and you know, you see a side of him that even he isn't expecting to be able to show. So
it was a cool moment, but we'll keep that between us.
Yes, we should.
Go see the movie. The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Good to see you as always.
Nice to see you too.
Thanks.
Thanks.